I think I've worn them to almost every interview I've had. I'm not sure if it's appropriate or not, but it's like a little feathers McCraw hair.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty detailed, but he's pretty good. He's been around for a good 6 years, I think. He was one of the early ones.
Side hustles. In the modern day workforce, these are a common occurrence. Whether selling a service, a skill, or a product, it's a great way to do something you love, develop different skills, and increase your revenue streams, all outside of the 9 to 5. And I do know that it is something that quite a few of the Journey Further team have got going on in the background, so purely because I'm nosy, I want to find out more.
Alex, welcome to the vlog. Always good to have a debut. Firstly, talk to me about your side hustle, Awareness Days.
Yeah, so awarenessdays.com is a calendar of online national and international awareness days. The usual ones are kind of charity events, good causes like that, but then you also get a lot of food awareness days and kind of silly, light-hearted ones as well.
I launched it last week and it's called Prints in Pieces. It's a new modern jigsaw puzzle brand that features work from artists around the world.
We run an e-commerce business supplying traditional shaving products. Roll on a couple of years since we launched it, we've now got a warehouse in Leeds and a great team who pick, pack and fulfill all of our orders. We supply to thousands of customers every year across the world. We supply through a number of high-end shaving shops in places like Oman and Hong Kong. So it's been a really rewarding experience to build that from scratch and use some of my knowledge and experience at the agency to implement everything.
So Holly, tell me, why do you make your wonderfully obscure jewellery?
I mean, it was kind of like a hobby initially, where essentially I just make really random earrings, rings, keychains, things like that. I do it because I like to make people smile, but also I find it really therapeutic. It's something that you've got to really enjoy doing as well as something that's, great at the end result.
I kind of had the idea back in the first lockdown when we suddenly had a lot more time on our hands, and I started picking up jigsaw puzzles again and just realised that they really hadn't changed since I was a kid. The designs were really boring, and I guess with the extra time I just thought I'd give it a go.
It's nice to do something that does help charities, so obviously raising awareness for all these good causes is really, really a good thing, I suppose. And also from a more professional point of view, it was something that came up all the time at work. There was never a good, reliable source for this information. And this is kind of in the spirit of Journey Further. So we just thought, let's just fix that by just building one.
So Robin, of course, outside of Journey Further, you have quite a few irons in the fire yourself, so you know all about that. Talk to me about why the business are so encouraging for people to take on and to develop side projects.
We're trying to create a blueprint for how a modern business operates, and be very naive for us to think that our staff, our team of 85 or so it is now, only have one source of income. I just don't think that's the way the world operates anymore, and any business that thinks that their staff should just be earning a salary through their work and nothing else is a little bit behind the times. So as well as having flexible working from day one and working from home, which we've had for the last 4 years, we realised that allowing staff to have the flexibility to earn outside of Journey Further is just the way a modern business should operate. So I think it enables people to think differently, to get experiences around entrepreneurship that they can bring to work, and hopefully what they learn outside of Journey Further they can bring to the business and help other people develop in other ways through their own learning outside of what we do.
Hi, I'm going to really quickly interrupt your regularly scheduled vlog to tell you about an amazing book swap initiative that we're running in the book club this December. We've partnered up with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and they do amazing work around the world, but particularly in the UK they've got a Living in Care initiative where they provide a new book every month for a child living in care who's under 5 in the UK. So those books cost £2, so a minimum of £2 from everyone who gets involved with the book swap will go towards buying a book for a child living in care. So you get to choose your book, and then you'll receive a book back next week, a surprise book from another member of the community. You can get involved until Saturday evening, at which point we'll be shutting off and ordering all of our books from independent booksellers, so you can support them as well. That's all from me, back to the vlog.
So Faye, alongside working at Journey Further, you of course have Blossom and Ivy, which is your fantastic floristry business. I want to know, how have you found kind of balancing your full-time job with running the side gig?
I don't know anywhere else, any other previous places that I've worked, where I would have as much flexibility and support to do it. Instead of working against, expecting me to prioritise one over the other, they're working with me, and they've been really, really helpful. And I don't know anywhere else that I've worked that I would have had such flexibility and support. So really good.
Are there any like skills and stuff that you use day to day that you're finding are really helping run the side project?
Just having like digital exposure, like it's been a massive asset. I think apart from that as well, just like having contacts of so many different amazing like people at work has been really valuable as well. Like I've got to give a shout out to Harry. He helped me with some coding on my website when I got a bit stuck, and just generally like it's so amazing to have so many people that I can just ask questions and advice from.
So from your perspective, Alex, as someone who's been doing it for years and really successfully as well, how important is it for people to have these side gigs that, make use of a particular set of skills or talents away from the day job?
It is really important, and it's something that I actively look for when recruiting people. That kind of entrepreneurial spirit is really good. I think if you work in our industry and you have all these skills of, driving traffic to websites, building websites, optimizing websites, and you don't want to actually do that for yourself, there's probably something not quite right there. I think it's just, having that entrepreneurial mindset is really, really important.
I think it helps build empathy with clients. I think if you can put yourself in their shoes and experience some of the opportunities and challenges that exist firsthand, it can only help in the wonderful world of performance marketing.
And finally, Faye, for anyone watching this who might be toying with the idea of starting something on the side, but not sure if they could be up to it, what would you say to those people?
You've got nothing to lose from trying it. If you believe in it is what you're doing, it generally grows and you become better at it. So give it a shot.